It is about 7:25, and I woke up around 6:45 and then just kept snoozing my alarm. It is Saturday, January 2nd, and today I am 20 weeks pregnant. Halfway there, guys. I'm watching Remy on the monitor right now, so she's rolling around now, and I'll probably go get her in a second, but Elliot's coming home from shift today after a 48, and I'm sure he's gonna be tired because he goes back on shift tomorrow morning. So just kind of a family day. Yesterday I put away Christmas and cleaned up the house and got it ready to go for a new year. Felt so good, but I was wrecked. I texted my husband and I was like, oh my gosh, because I kept Remy at home. So I was working, I kept Remy home. She's a really bad diaper rash and I wanted to keep an eye on her. And put away Christmas, 5 loads of laundry, cleaned and vacuumed the downstairs, ran to Target, put away all the laundry, made Remy 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then finally by the time bath time rolled around yesterday, I was like, Mama needs to sit down. So opted to not work out this morning, but that's okay. I've been taking about 2 rest days a week because I think I've mentioned this in a vlog. I'm physically feeling more run down lately, and I don't know if that's residual COVID or if that's just the fact that I'm pregnant with my second and I have a toddler. I have a 15-month-old today. So I'm just trying to listen. I don't have the luxury to nap every time, especially if I'm working. I don't have the luxury to sleep in and work out whenever I want. So I know my 5 a.m. wake-up calls during the week are wearing me down a little bit more than my pregnancy with Remy, when I would sleep a little bit longer, go to the gym, and have a little bit more time. So I'm trying to listen and trying to rest a little bit. I think, like I said, I've mentioned that I physically feel more run down lately. So I don't know. I'm feeling a little good. I'm feeling good this morning. So I'm gonna go grab Remy in a little bit and take you along my day. Is that baby Tia? It's baby Tia? Oh, you're gonna put her there? That's so funny. Is that like her bed? Oh, it is. Mm-hmm. It's your high chair cover Mom needs to put away. That's the old one. It doesn't go there anymore. That one, no. Yeah, we got a new high chair. We got the baby trip trap from Stoke, and I should have got this such a long time ago because I love it. It actually does come with another tray, but this is perfect because she can scoot all the way up to the table, and it grows with them. So right now we have the baby insert, but then we can have just them sitting on the seat. I think I might get a second one for baby number 2, but then I'll get the infant insert, which is more of like a carrier for they can sit at the table. Yeah, she goes in there. You can put her in there. Oh, there she is. There's baby Tia. She's eating breakfast. There's no food up there yet, baby. I'm gonna make you breakfast right now. Yeah, wait a minute. I figured I would just kind of show you guys like a little bit of my morning routine. I showed you guys the supplements that I was taking in my last video, so I have those in here. I did add the zinc like I showed you in my previous COVID video, so I am still taking that, but I take that on after I've had breakfast because it says not to take it on an empty stomach, and I did do that once and I felt super nauseous. I'm finishing my lemon water before I eat anything, and yeah, I'm gonna make some eggs, and I'm not sure, she'll eat eggs, maybe some cereal. Do you want cereal today or do you want a waffle? She's destroying my pantry. I'm very busy this morning. Very busy. See, we got you all sitting in your chair. Yeah, your chair. You've got some Cheerios, some waffles, some eggs. Yummy? I love it. I think this thing is so nice. We didn't get her the cover though. You don't need the cover. The nice little padded cushion there. No, we didn't do it. So it is about 12:30 and Elliot came home this morning. We went on a little walk as a family, hung out and played, and then Remy went down for her nap, and Elliot is sleeping as well. And I decided to take a tiny nap and slept for maybe 30 minutes total. I couldn't decide if I wanted to work out or take a nap, but I honestly think, guys, yesterday just like took it out of me. Just like doing all the house stuff, like physically my body's just, I don't know, either that or still some virus, or I'm 20 weeks pregnant, or toddler. I don't know. I just feel like physically I just get so run down. But I also realized I never actually made a coffee, so I just poured myself a coffee. And I am going to pick up where I left off yesterday and go pick up some dog poop until my family wakes up. And we'll get some lunch going. Lunch right here. I just put a couple of veggie straws in here, some cutie oranges, a peanut butter and strawberry jelly sandwich. She loves these and she can hold them by herself now, so I've been giving her these. And then this one she loves. The lid is off because I had some for breakfast, but I really like these. I just wish they weren't so damn expensive because she loves the Once Upon a Farm ones. So we'll do those for breakfast or lunch, and then I'm gonna do cereal because I've been obsessed with cereal. I'll show you guys what I do. My wet hair. I'm in the middle of showering, or getting ready, not showering, and I'm going to feed her while my husband's showering, and then we're gonna go over to my mother-in-law's, who hasn't seen her in a week, because I kept her home this week because she had really bad diaper rash. So I've been obsessed with cereal lately. So I'm doing this Love Grown cereal. I have cinnamon and the original. So I'm just going, I think I'm gonna have to mix two because there's not very much left. But I love it because it's got pretty good macros, and it's also got a ton of fiber. So I do like a cup and a half-ish, and it's 5 grams of fiber. So, which you need when you're preggo. Got a good amount left. Not bad. Do that, and then a little bit of the original Love Grown. And then I do about 2/3 scoop, I guess, of the Protea protein. So I'll put that right in there. I'm doing the vanilla today, but the chocolate's really good too. But I'll do vanilla today because I have cinnamon in there already. Cinnamon cereal. Good job, Remy. Keeping an eye on Rem. And then for a little bit more protein, I'm going to put in 2 scoops of this collagen. I've been doing this every single day. I love it. I love it for stretch marks. I love it for hair, skin, and nails. And I love it for extra protein. I haven't been a huge into animal protein. I still do eggs and fish. So I'm doing like a ton of like eggs and egg whites. And then I'm doing shrimp a lot, and cod have been my go-tos. Those mixed in there, and then I do about a teaspoon of chia seeds for more fiber and omega-3 fats. I know it sounds really weird in the cereal, but guys, it's so good. And then whatever fruit I have, we'll do raspberries. I'm just gonna throw some raspberries in there as well. Mix in some milk.
That's so funny, Booger.
So here's the finished product. I've got my berries all mixed in there. I've got my protein. Yeah. I shared this on my story like yesterday, and I counted the macros in it, and it's like 400 calories, almost 40 grams of protein, 15 grams of fiber. So yeah, it's pretty good. I know it sounds like, oh, you're having cereal for lunch, but it's actually a really healthy cereal. So I'm gonna go eat with my baby girl. Can I eat with you? Can I eat with you? You're eating so good over here. Yeah, you can have some. Good morning. We've got a full breakfast here, huh? Yummy, yummy? Yeah, some yogurt drops, some eggs, some Cheerios, a little bit of tortilla oats. I just mixed the chocolate in her oats with a little bit of almond or peanut butter, and she really likes it like that. And then Mom's got some egg whites, some turkey bacon, and my tortilla here. I don't have any more cheese, but it's okay. Huh? Yeah. Hello. The fire's on. Yes, the fire's on. Elliot left for shift this morning, so I decided he left at like 6 and like woke me up to say like, leaving, goodbye, and I was like, I'll use that as my alarm, I'll get up and work out, and then I didn't. So I'm definitely working out today during her nap. I'm gonna get a good solid leg day in, right? So I will be filming that for sure. But other than that, I really enjoy these days where I'm not working. I get to be home with Remy, and yesterday ended up just being more of like a family day. I stopped filming, just the 3 of us hanging out because he did work a double, so he was only home for 1 day. So he got off yesterday morning and he went back this morning. So we just kind of hung out, went and saw his folks for like an hour and a half or so, and then just kind of like hung out at home, hung out with Remy, played with Remy, went for a walk outside, went to a walk in the field behind the house. There's a lot of geese back there lately, so she's been having fun looking at them. Yeah, it was a good day. It was just a really chill, laid back day. I got most of my chores done on Friday for the weekend, so I was really happy I did that. Today I do want to tape the nursery so that hopefully this week we can slowly start painting it. The reason I'm such a hurry to paint is because we did shiplap on one wall. I'll take you guys up there today. But we did shiplap on one wall, and so I'm not sure what color I want all the furniture. And it seems like we have a long time, but we really only have 4 months, right? Yes. What is it? Uh-huh. But we really only have 4 months, so that's why I'm like, okay, I need to figure out the furniture situation, but in order to do that, I need to get the paint color on the walls. So, yeah, hopefully do that during her nap, but that's really all I need to do. I think Friday, just being on my feet all day and running around and trying to get stuff done, I think it really threw me off. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think I was just so run down yesterday and so tired. But I feel a lot better waking up this morning, and I'm glad I did opt to sleep until she woke up. So now we're gonna have some breakfast. Okay, so we are in baby brother's room, right? Yes. And let me show you. Yeah, I'm gonna show them the baby brother's room. Yep. So we are in baby brother's room. And so we've half done the shiplap, which is really all we needed to do, because I wanted to see different paint sample colors. So I don't know if this is gonna pick it up because they are very similar, but we're kind of looking at 3 different ones right now. Yeah, we're gonna try to pick a paint. Right now we still have a mattress in here. But in 2 weeks, we're gonna be getting rid of that mattress. We had to get rid of all the furniture that was in here, and then this mattress will go in the other spare bedroom. Thank you. She brought me the paint. We'll go in the other spare bedroom, but we're gonna get rid of that mattress in 2 weeks for the bulk trash. It's just really old mattress, so I haven't swapped them out yet. Oh, you brought me the other paint? Thank you. We're gonna keep them in here though. Thank you. Thanks. Anything else you want to bring me? So these are the 3 colors that we have. This one's a little bit lighter and more blue. And this one is darker. I know the one I'm thinking of. And I think we've kind of decided on that one to paint all the extra room like that, right? So yeah, so I brought some painter's tape up and I moved the mattress so that I can try to start taping in here. Huh? Yeah, it's your little chair. It's pretty silly, huh? Let's get rid of that though. So last weekend was a huge project trying to, this will be in his closet. I have so many baby clothes already. I still have a ton of ones diapers from Remy. Baby brother's room. I know you like it. So, yeah. That's what we have in here so far. I know. I'll probably wait for her to go down for a nap and I'll get a workout in, and then whatever time I have remaining, I'll start taping. Unless she'll sit while I tape, I don't know. Her playroom's right outside, so she could always play outside. She's kind of getting tired. But anyways, that's kind of what we have. Huh, baby? You want the blanket? People ask me if Remy ever cries. Does she ever cry? No, she gets more fussy than anything. If she cries, if she actually cries, she's hurting or she hurt herself. But that fuss right there, yeah, you get very frustrated. You can get out of the way. There. Better? Okay. Mm-hmm. What are you eating? Yogurt drops? Okay. Yep, that's where we're at in here. I'll definitely be changing out the blinds too, so they're not going to be the dark brown blinds. And I'm thinking of furniture, like, I don't know. I just don't want something to clash with the shiplap over here. So I'm thinking like a solid gray maybe, but I want to get the paint in and I want to see how it would look. And then we have some scraps of shiplap that we could always bring with us to the store and just kind of see how it's going to look. Because the problem is going shiplap, I can't do a super rustic looking crib or it's all going to clash. So, but then I kind of like put that, this little like IKEA thing in here that was downstairs, and I kind of like the super dark, but Elliot's like, I don't know if you're gonna want the super dark against that, but I don't feel like it would look bad. I don't know. Yeah, I love you. So that's about what she let me tape, and then we went down for a nap. So I got about half the room. I got 2 walls. So, oh, I guess here you can see the paint a little bit better in the light. So here's the one we're thinking of going with. This one's a little bit lighter and more blue. Looks almost like robin's egg blue to me. And then this one's dark, but I feel like it's gonna be too dark. I like that one, but I think we're gonna go with this one. And remember these, well, I have a snack. These will not be here. This is gonna be like a, similar to the blinds that we have in Remy's room. She just went down for a nap. So I'm gonna get in the garage and get a workout in, and if I have time, I will finish the painting in here, or the taping. So I am in the gym, and I am going to write out a workout. I'm gonna do lower body today. I'm feeling pretty good off of two rest days. But I always start with a 10-minute walking warm-up on incline. Now that I'm pregnant, I do about 12% incline at 3 miles per hour. Just to get my body moving as high as I can go without holding on. So it just really depends on how my heart rate's doing. When I'm pregnant, I try to keep my heart rate below 140 beats per minute. So when my lifts, especially lower body, I can easily get that high. So I make sure to take more breaks to bring my heart rate back down. That was recommended by my doctor. I can continue working out the same way. I just need to watch my heart rate and make sure that I take breaks when it gets too high. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with 10 minutes walking incline. I've got the little doggies. Hi, Max. And then I'm going to write out a workout and film that for you all. Alright, hi guys, and welcome back to another commentary. I'm going to do this just like I did on the last video. So the full workout is in the description box below, but I'm going to walk you through what I did this day. So I started with a circuit here, all banded, of banded hip thrusts, followed by hip hinge abductions, which I'm really loving. The video kind of cut off, but I'm rocking back and forth onto the sides of my feet there to get the abductors working. And then I went ahead and finished the circuit off with some of these knee banded cha-chas. I really like these for the glutes. I'm feeling this more in the leg that is stationary, and then I'm driving that working heel back and really squeezing that glute. This was another set that I did, and I ended up adding a light barbell underneath my bump, so it's right on my pubic bone there, but just to add a little bit more resistance, I think I did 3 to 4 sets of these. Then I went on to a superset. These single leg deadlift variations I love. I really like these because I can place that back leg on the bench, and then I get more work and stretch in the hamstring versus trying to concentrate on my balance the entire time. The bigger I get, the more my center of gravity shifts, and single leg deadlifts are getting harder and harder to where I feel like I'm focusing a lot more on my balance. So these kind of take the balance aspect out, and I get that nice stretch in the hamstring. I went ahead and supersetted those with these goblet squats. Now you can see I'm a little bit leaned forward, so my knees are coming a little bit more forward than I like. I like my shins to stay perpendicular to the floor, but during pregnancy this form is still acceptable. I went on to a single set here of these lateral banded step ups. I'm really focusing on locking my lats, keeping my back nice and straight instead of leaning forward, otherwise I feel that in my low back, and I'm working on a slow descent, trying not to push off of that working, or that leg that's touching the ground there. Then I feel a lot more in the working glute. The next single set I did were these American deadlifts. I love these. My feet are slightly outside of shoulder width and actually a little bit wider than I'd like as my bump grows. And I'm focusing on driving through the heels and squeezing the glutes at the top. These next ones are new. This is a hip hinge pull through abduction, not really an abduction, a hip hinge pull through or thrust. I'm using these thigh bands that I got from X Bands, and I will explain in the next clip exactly how to put those on, but oh my gosh, you feel these so good in your glutes.
Those are killer. So I'm actually not using the ADO ankle cuffs because those didn't really fit my thighs. So I actually ordered from X Bands. I found these online. I ordered the thigh bands. So they're a little bit bigger than the ankle ones. So you can see, like, they just kind of go on and they have the little cuff. Kind of like how the ankle bands. So these are the ADO ankle bands. And when you wrap them through, you have like the safeguard, you know? So like if it like actually were to come apart, it'll like hold it like that. And these don't. So like when I flex a certain way, it's a certain tightness, but if I like go straight, they fall right down my leg. That's the only thing I don't like. I wish they had like a catch-all, but that exercise is pretty freaking fire. I'm trying not to hold on, but my center of gravity is a little off, so I'm just like lightly touching it so I don't fall. Really good workout, or exercise, really good exercise.
Okay, moving right along, we're almost done, but I finished off with some accessory work. I like these standing crossbody abductions. I'm really focusing on keeping that thigh kind of parallel to the ground, so my hips in line. And I'm not using my obliques, so I'm using a very light band here. I think this was like, I don't know, 6 to 8 pounds of resistance, but again, I'm really focusing on the abductor driving this exercise and not my obliques. Hold on to something if you need to. And then the last exercise were these kneeling semi-straight kickbacks. I am using a incline bench here, so that way I'm not completely parallel to the ground. It takes off some of the pressure on my bump there, and I can still kind of get like a nice drive with the heel versus a stand-up variation.
Guys, I wanted to sit down and give you guys kind of an update on my pregnancy. So I'm actually 21 weeks right now. So we had my 20-week anatomy scan, which I was really excited about because due to COVID, it's the only appointment that Elliot's allowed to go with me. So he hadn't seen little baby boy at all yet. Everything looked really good. He was in perfect position. We got so many pictures, which was awesome because at 20 weeks they stop looking like gummy bears and they start looking like
little humans. So that was really cool. He was moving around a ton. And I think I mentioned at my 13-week ultrasound, he was measuring like 9 days ahead, so like a week and a half ahead. And if you guys have ever had an ultrasound, been pregnant, and you've seen the baby, when they measure from like certain, like I think it's like the head to the tailbone, it'll come up on the screen how like the gestational age of the baby. And so I think at the time I like had gone in and she had done a couple measurements and I had noticed. And so I was like, this baby you're measuring is measuring 9 days ahead. I mean, it's not abnormal to measure 2 weeks ahead or 2 weeks behind, especially as you get into the second trimester. So they were explaining to me at this appointment that the most accurate ultrasounds are going to be those very first ultrasounds, because at that point, most babies grow at the same pace versus later on in your pregnancy, babies tend to grow. And so that bell curve gets wider and wider, and the deviations branch out from there. So I don't know. I still think that I'm further along than what they're telling me. It doesn't matter. Obviously, he's going to come when he wants to, but I really don't. I would be very surprised if I made it to May 22nd, which is my due date. He's certainly a lot bigger than Remy at this point as well. He was still measuring a week ahead, which would make more sense to me. About 8 or 9 days would make more sense to me based on when I would have conceived. So like based on how big the baby was, they give you a due date, and then if you back up, I could have figured out around the time we conceived. And so with my current due date, it doesn't really make sense with when we would have conceived. So I feel like it was further. But anyways, I'm guessing right now that my baby's going to be here between May 1st and May 10th. That's my guess. And my due date is May 22nd. But it was a really good ultrasound. I have been having some pelvic, I won't call it pain, pressure. Lots of pressure. And if there's men watching this, don't have to. Lots of pressure, very heavy down towards my vagina. And I didn't think anything of it at first, but then it's gotten more to where if I'm on my feet for a long period of time, I start to be like, I don't know how else to describe it other than very aware of my own vagina. And at 21 weeks, I was kind of like, okay, like there's swelling, because there's always swelling, which isn't abnormal. There was swelling with Remy too, but it felt different. And if I look at photos, and I'll put some photos in here, I definitely am carrying lower at this stage in my pregnancy than I was with Remy. So there's going to be more pressure. Like I've said continuously in this vlog, I'm on my feet a lot more. I'm not napping. I don't ever sit on this couch like I would when I was pregnant with Remy and like watch TV at the end of the day. You know, I've got dinner, I've got book, I've got bath, you know, so there could be more pressure, more blood flow to the area. So anyways, I didn't say anything to my doctor at the 20-week anatomy scan, but just this past week, yesterday, I had mentioned to my husband, you know what, like we walked around zoo lights this weekend and I was just feeling uncomfortable. Every time I walk for too long, even if it's not like strenuous, like when I'm lifting, I don't have a problem. When I'm walking or moving, even I knocked the treadmill down because I kept getting these cramps. Like kind of like when you would eat before you'd swim type thing, but it's not in my side. It's in my right ovary and my uterus, like low abdomen. She mentioned that was probably round ligament pain, unrelated to my vagina. So we did an exam yesterday and I was worried I had prolapse. I don't have prolapse. She said if you know what prolapse is, it's basically when your insides start to come on your outside. It's not uncommon with women who have had children because you push hard. At first she thought it could be an inguinal hernia, so she wanted me to come in, which freaked me out. She said I was basically, she would have classified, if there's 4 stages of prolapse, I'm barely 1. And that's only because when she was looking, she did notice more swelling internally. Could it get worse? Absolutely. I don't want it to get worse. It's freaking me out a little bit. So basically she recommended maybe a support band if I'm going to be on my feet for long periods of time. So I actually just did some research and I ordered one off of Amazon. We'll see if it helps. A lot of people were saying it helps with back pain and pelvic pain, which I don't necessarily feel like I have. I just don't want any sort of prolapse to get worse because it's fine where it is. I'm swelling because I'm carrying low. I have a heavy baby. I've had back-to-back pregnancies essentially. Again, she said it's not uncommon, but it could get worse. Like if I'm pushing in labor, which I don't want to have a prolapse. The recovery, I just don't. So I'm doing my due diligence now, and I am focusing more on Kegel exercises. And I'll probably try the support band, or I will try the support band and see how I feel. Knowing when to stay off my feet, sit, rest a little bit more. But yeah, so that's kind of the update. Other than that, I feel good. Energies comes and goes. I mean, for this stage in pregnancy, I do have more energy than I did in my first trimester, but I'm tired physically, chasing around a toddler. I really think that, I've mentioned before too, I think since having COVID, there could be some leftover fatigue, residual symptoms there, but changing my workout schedule around, changing my just schedule in general around. My husband's been working a lot more, trying not to carry Remy as much. She is perfectly capable of going up and down the stairs with my supervision, so things like that. Just being more mindful. But other than that, everything's good. Baby's heart rate was strong. He looks good. 10 fingers, 10 toes. So yeah, that's where we are. I won't lie. Feel like now I want to deliver and have this baby. But then at the same time, the thought of having 2 children before I'm ready terrifies me. So it's like, be pregnant, have 2 kids. Be pregnant, have 2 kids. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And I look forward to sharing more of my pregnancy updates with you guys. Comment below other things that you'd like to see through this journey, and I look forward to seeing you guys all in my next video. Thanks for watching.